Pree Dis is brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Tech Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo Sauce, the Everything Sauce, Swiss Barbecue Jerk Sauce, and the True Pet Food, Simply Better Pet Food.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pree Dis Show. You don't know I'm your boy Naldo Addi, and our location for today is New Kingston. For the next half hour, you don't know, it's the latest and the best in entertainment and lifestyle. So without further ado, guess what? The show starts now. He is certainly no stranger to our show, but now he's back to tell us the latest as to what's going on in his career as well as his new EP. Let's check in with Roze Don. Roze, what going on, boss?
Yeah, bro, yeah.
So look while you come in and place, I may have to go so. On there for you. That's about to wait, how you relax there?
Yeah, I've rest relax look a bit and so put them on back to it.
So what caused the change? Because I know say you do it from like was New Year's, right? From January.
Yeah, from them time there. I want to tell you say still just did tell that, bro. I probably about like 10 years maybe for 8 years. Yeah, so I did from out high school.
Which one the girls them prefer though? Prefer Rose with locks or Rose with the fade?
50-50.
50-50.
Girl them love relax and 50 of them love it. The ball it.
No money, don't call my phone cause I'm busy. None time for your glass when me I deal with business.
Several hit songs over the duration of the past year, as we mentioned just now. Which one of them are your favorite though?
Right now still. What I say, Unchit. Yeah, Unchit.
You did expect the reaction what Unchit get?
Yeah, bro, I want to say Unchit come like a whole plan, something on my plan, you know.
Tell about it.
Yeah, so like from a place, you know, Central Village, like you have the dancer Sham.
Okay.
Yeah, big up Ultimate Sham. She said she not record the Ultimate. Big up Sham's dad. You see me I say so?
Yeah.
I have my bro, them like, them always there in the place, so when the party them I keep on thing, them always here I do a local dance and things, so. Quicker now that like tell me, I say, yo, you know, say, Shams have a bad dance and thing. And Grizzly would have tell me, say, yo, Shams dance. They on TikTok, you know, bro, she did dance to one. But this song name about Shake It Up, people. I don't know, the African song that man. Boom on it, me give the make.
Yeah. Remember where I thought.
So them did have a look out like dance thing from the time it playing a party, like me see them a do the dance and I would do the video thing and thing. You see me so me and say, yo, the dance is unique and bad still, you know. And I realize that she have a name for it, which actually call it Unch. You see me? So me and say, alright then. Contrive send me a rhythm man. Like the idea just there in my mind, Contrive send me a rhythm man. I'm just build the song in a less than about an hour, so build the song and I sing Contrive and I say, oh Contrive, this is the song, you know. Them time the shop have no idea it or nothing. This is the song and thing now, and I actually like send Sham the song and she say, oh she love it and she want to do it now and put her name in the front of it.
Yeah.
And make them know say I feel like song this, you see me?
Yeah.
And it just worked, bro, like a moment, even before the song come out, like the reaction from everybody, bro, like anyway it go, the song sounds sweet, big up Black Spider for the mix there, you see me?
Tell a chicken head say you white talk, I cook no girl can box, not drape, not shoe.
Recently, you performed at Reggae Sumfest.
Yeah.
How that did feel, bro?
You know, we did it last year and we did it this year courtesy of Magnum, you know, you forget the part there, you know.
Big up Magnum,
yeah,
man.
Big up Magnum, and Magnum you could go there for them 25th anniversary. So them did have the old school to the new school and you don't know where the new school dance at happy vibes and things, so them did want to be a part of it, so yeah, that was a great feeling, you don't know, it always a pleasure for be on platforms like those, you know, to get the experience every time and the exposure. So, yeah, I was loving every minute of it, bro. But last year I was booked for it, you know, you did soap on the flyers and things. So, last year was really
Year.
yeah, the moment because the people them they out there.
Expect Roze Don.
Yeah, and then now when I forward out this year now, worse without the locks.
I say, who him?
Like the people them say, yo, I like 3 seconds after the people them when them hear me I say, Ben, yo. Back at them time them say, yo, Roze Don. Like them not really realize that me because them not expect me at the current moment. You understand? As I say, bro, I love every minute of it, bro. You don't know.
Me nah hear you talk up till the killer them swarm you.
New EP fans can expect. You have a name for it yet?
Boy, you know, so when I have the name yet, I leave that to the creator. Well, not the creator of the EP because I am.
Yeah.
But you know, somebody will summarize up everything and take a good listen and thing and say, you know, say that.
It's for
this
name.
I'm just work with it, isn't me? Actually, I think it's about 7 songs.
7
songs. 2 familiar songs is on it. I'm not going to disclose them.
Oh, so that means they can ask them if you know none of them.
Yeah, 2 of them, 2 familiar songs on it. I'm not going to disclose them.
One of them are the one with the high water?
No.
Alright.
I'm not getting no more into that. But
was.
several songs and for the girls then.
Alright.
You hunch it, like you walk with crop stick, hunch. More you hunch it.
Who are some of the producers where you work with on the
I want to tell you say between my yesterday, you know, say me and Country, and I know Boogie I got setting. You may tell them Boogie I got setting.
Different settings.
Yeah, that.
I know you say you can't give it too much off it. But you must can give it a 16 bar from one of the songs, at least, man. At least.
Alright, here I go now. I'm not going to do that, I'm going to just tell you something. Unchit the funny.
Alright.
That hurt. That hurt.
I love them all. Wait, you say you can't whine since when? I bet you ain't bad like it twin them.
Afrobeats man them man they ever collaborate, them man they ever work together. Yeah. Same thing with the hip hop man them and the pop man them in America.
Definitely.
You see me I say? But you told me last year that you is a man where you're willing for work. Yeah. You see me I say? As long as the energy connect, of course, the money have to connect too. But he is a man who work with people. Yeah. You see me I say? So in your opinion, have you seen whereas the dancehall has improved from last year till now?
Definitely, bro. Like, it's only if a man and man link up there, go leave a money and making anything, bro. Big change, bro. Nobody now ready to listen to no vlogger again. Like we did say last year.
Hey, they like the vlogger them now.
The youth them a link up, bro. You know, see no blue pan I don't have massacre. You know, see the dad them connect and...
Yeah.
So you see what I say?
Bridge back there, fix back the bridge.
Collab forward out to whenever they expect. So the unity did it and everybody will come together. And the thing them go further too. Yeah. If you hear me say, oh, they have say Skilly Bang them and Valiant them and mash up over England, wireless and something like that. Tough, bro.
To business, one life we live it. Born hustler, from a road we dig it. Girl from your...
Speaking of collaborations, we touched on it a little earlier. You and Iwater collab recently. Bad track. I don't know how that never happened sooner though. Like, I don't know, like when I see it, I say, but wait, this just happened?
You know, you can't question it, still like God.
Yeah.
God timing.
Yeah.
And I just one of them things where you don't know, they have it from a long time. So,
as in the song or the idea?
I want to have the song about a good couple months before we actually, actually get it out.
And what was it like working with Iwater?
Yeah, Iwater a good youth, dog. The dog have a high energy, you know, a good Christian youth. The dog have a high energy, bro. And the dog show good energy, right? Show like when I send the dog thing, the dog send back right away.
You think we could have get like a Spanish Town medley with just on bad rhythm, but other than separate songs, just the artists them just are coming one by one. The Spanish Town man them just are coming one. I think that is something that could have worked.
That is something that could have worked. It just would have need like the right producer, the right somebody for organize it.
I feel like Zimmy or Country I could have do it.
You hunch it, like you walk with crop stick. Hunch, more you hunch it.
The EP a forward. You plan to go up on tour with it?
Yeah, bro, big man thing here. We have a couple things in the States of forward up, we are line up. Yeah, we are forward up, bro.
That are done in a fall or
and early
summer?
next year.
Early
And
next year.
summer and all of them vibes there, bro. Carnival now miss me next year. Carnival
Where is
now
it?
miss me next year.
Outside?
What, man? You know, say girls, them look good out there, bro. And when they want to play, them are going.
That is it.
Can't miss me
Wild.
next year, father.
So
yeah.
you want to perform at Carnival?
Well, yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
So you see yourself, I think you could collaborate with a soca artist.
I want
on a
to say
track?
one of them track that forward out to soon too. Bam Bam produced by Two Flashy Records. Two Flashy Records are the label we produce most of my songs, them,
Okay.
like 80% of them. Like
Okay.
Spain Town Badness and all of them.
Yeah.
Bam Bam for the girls, them can look out for the visuals like next week. Country Hype again, you know we on Country Hype like so. Bad understand a forward out.
You say can't whine since when? I bet you in a bad like it twin them. Every girl get
How has being a dad changed your life?
I want to say, bro, it make me hungry. I'm hungry for this space of cook here, bro. Like, if I want the ads, bro, I have to pay me the pampers I have to buy. You feel what I'm saying? And family have to take care, and dad have to take care. And you, I remember saying, I go on the best of me youth and I go on set certain things, bro. So, like, come check, but you know, certain things, I go stop doing, I go like, catch myself.
Yeah.
You know, certain spending I go cut off because youth forward in a picture. If you think for me youth and I think like a father and I think like a man.
Yeah. Last year you had a back to school treat in
Yeah.
August in your hometown, Central Village.
Yeah.
So obviously what you say is a man where you love the kids and you love the generation of tomorrow. You have another treat this year?
Definitely we work on it. The Roze Don Care Foundation currently run by my mother. And for other family relatives, like them organize it and thing, and you know me just do what I for the so.
Yeah.
It's definitely a goal for this year and the other years to come.
Same August, right? Next month.
Yeah, back to school, man. You know, like get the people them like you know the parents them and people them like
The less fortunate.
yeah, bro.
What initiated you to give back? I mean, it's obvious that you have to help out the people.
Yeah.
But what made it significant to you?
What I want to say, I say, get help from my peers, you know, like motivation, like from my dog, them I say, yo, bro, you know, say you can do it because I actually adult myself and I say, yo, you know, I can't keep a treat, dog. How you don't think maybe, bro, keep a treat, bro? I think me a counselor or somebody. And them I say, yo, that I can do it, bro. And I say, alright, bro. Them I say, yo, you have the people them on your fingertip, just make the link them, bro. Last year it was actually like, so we actually do it like in like couple days, bro. Like we just say, yo, the day that we are going to do a treat and we just call up some people, big up Ramesh, them and everybody, all our sponsors, them we did send. What them can send and we got a town and we buy bag and we buy all of them things there and get it moving.
man na yard. Tapa man, tapa chat. Every man in a mustard. Me a feel laugh.
Final question: Where you prefer to produce? Girl tune or bad man tune? Which creative process you prefer?
I want to say, kind of tricky still, you know, but you know, some kind of enjoy the girl songs them more, enjoy creating the girl songs them more. But the talk songs them can't run for me. Because I remember say, like roughness, let me get my exposure in a Spain Town Badness, you know, the rough hardcore thing. So. But kind of find funny, you know, the girls them that can't for the girls them love create music for the girls them always.
Manners are
Yeah,
in
bro,
general.
every time, man, it's a pleasure and thanks for having me, is it?
Respect, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I if you no money don't call my phone cause I'm busy. I'm busy. I mean ex call me dumb but me tired, I'm busy.
That was dancehall artist Roze Don. After the break, we meet PinkFox in our up next segment. We'll so forward.
A Campari, what bitter means to me, it means respect. Yeah, from you a top man, respect the bitter with the real top brand. So So when them say bitter, that just mean life I get better. Respect the bitter. Be 18 years old of the drink responsibly.
PinkFox teamed up with Jetty and Ziddy to produce the viral hit Dirty Wine. And this week, he's up next.
Up next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge. He studied jazz piano at the Edna Manley College for the Visual and Performing Arts, but right now he's making waves in music. Welcome this week to PinkFox. The name PinkFox, explain to me how you came by that name.
It's actually funny now. I was pretty young when I decided to go with that name, but I was rapping back in 2020, quarantine time, and you know, them type of name there. Whenever you do rapping and any kind of 6ix9ine and Lil Pump, them kind of name they work like them extra out of pocket name, and the hair too. This was bleached out and pink at the ends.
When did music begin for you?
Music began from a tender age, you know, as far as I can remember. I do music. But I really started instruments in high school. That was 2000 and probably about 9.
Just a belly at the night, like when you get wild. Girl, don't stop a wine till a judgment time.
Where did you grow up? Which community are you from?
Clarendon, Maypen, Clarendon, but a place named Farm.
Your circumstances did not determine your future.
That's right. As a matter of fact, my grandmother did glad to send me out of the community to go to college. Of course, I was singing, but I wanted more from music, so that's why I studied jazz piano. I wanted to get the degree. But I did 2 years, and then after the 2 years, kind of realized that, you know, having a jazz piano degree in this day and age, it wasn't ideal. It never made no sense for I spend so much money. Unless we decided to teach, after which I didn't want to do. This was strictly performance for me. So yeah, right after college, I decided I wanted to do the artist thing, but I didn't start same time. I was in the call center for a few years. I think it was last year or a year before last. I blew up with Jada Kingdom did a song called GPP, and I did a remix on TikTok, and that went crazy.
Did you expect to get the kind of feedback you got from that remix of GPP?
Yes and no, because the thing is, TikTok is a weird platform. You can post a video right now and it doesn't do well, and then you post it back an hour later and it just goes crazy. So yeah, but I didn't have too much expectation, but I knew that it would do well because, you know, yeah. But it's a very great journey for me. I enjoy it, you know.
What has kept you going?
The love for the art, and the fact say, I actually have a great team.
Drop that thing on low. I just have one thing I need.
How I got into stardom, my song Style, it did start like move on TikTok, and then my brother Arman reached out to me and for remix it, and he did, and then from there, Steph, manager, signed me to the management.
You performed recently at Soundcheck. What was that experience like for you at Soundcheck?
Oh yeah, man, that was the best performance ever, in my opinion, still, because that was the best feeling for me. Yeah, I went to Central High School. My real name is O'Shane Lampart.
You can catch her on the ones and twos on Ladies' Night right here at the Regency Bar and Grill at the Turnover Hotel. We welcome DJ Yolo in our Mixmaster segment. Yolo, you ready?
Born ready.
All right, let's go.
Mixmasters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
And we welcome DJ Yolo to this week's Mixmaster segment. Yolo,
Hi.
how are you?
Listen, that's the wrong hand, you know.
Wrong hand? So which one? Other hand?
Yes.
All right, see? Shala, teach me already. All right, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
So we're here at Regency Bar and Lounge, where you are one of the spin masters on Ladies' Night.
Yes.
Talk to us a bit more about that.
Okay, so I started doing ladies' night last month. So it's literally a series of lady DJs or female DJs, like we call ourselves. And it's been very good. You know, women like to dress up, come out, enjoy themselves. And I genuinely like to play. And I love to play the lady tune now. So tonight is one of those special nights. So here you are in my place of work.
Yes.
And I'm excited about that.
When did you discover that you had a talent for DJing?
Well, so as a teenager, I used to collect music. So, you know, on your flash drive, your, what you call it, iPod at the time. And there was this one point, I think I was going to Excelsior Community College, and, you know, I discovered virtual DJ. And I watched a few videos on how to actually use virtual DJ, and I don't know, I just ended up playing my music library for different friends, and for whatever reason they seem to have liked it, and I said, yeah, you can do this, maybe you can play out. And it took me a couple years before I discovered Serato, which is a more advanced, you know, software. So I found myself just buying the equipment. I don't know how I got into doing that, but I just went with the flow and I just evolved in that.
And here we are today. What's your real name?
It's Yolando Panton.
Okay, so Yolo.
Yolo.
Yolando
Yeah.
or Yolanda?
Yolando with an O at the end.
Oh, okay, Yolando.
Yeah.
So DJ Yolo, quick and fast.
Right.
And what schools did you attend? You mentioned Excelsior Community College, but where before then?
Funny enough, I'm not from Kingston. I'm actually from Portland.
Okay.
So I went to Boston Primary, then Titchfield High School. Titchfield.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Nobody bragging now.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
And Titchfield, and then you came to Kingston to Exed.
Right.
Okay.
Exed, and then I did UA, and
What did you study at UE?
Management studies.
Management studies.
Yeah.
Fast wine. Take my boat to the dockside and anchor down by the bedside. Give me that fast wine.
After COVID, or maybe it was during lockdown, I was living in Montego Bay. I decided to move back to Kingston, and I've been a lover of Fame 95 FM for the very longest time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I said to myself, I don't necessarily hear any female DJs on Fame at the time. I think this was 2021, 2020, thereabout. And I say, you know what, I'm going to find out how it is that I can actually get into that space. And did the audition, and there was history from there.
When can we hear you on Fame?
Okay, so I do the Rising Show Monday to Thursday on Fame 95 FM with DJ Kevin and Danae.
And you are also into fitness, I get to understand.
Oh, you know that?
Sources. say.
Okay, I try, but yeah. I mean, outside of trying to work out at least 3 times per week, I'm also the sales and marketing manager, newly sales and marketing manager at Express Fitness. So, yeah.
Man, multiple sources of income, man.
You have to in this day and age.
Yeah. If you weren't doing what you're doing now, what would you be doing?
Well, I have a passion for cooking. Yeah. I actually had a catering business and a cafe at one point during COVID. So, you know, that's something I do as well, or used to do, but I had to let that go. I can't do 10 things, you know, it makes no sense.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite genre of music to play?
Yes, I love to play hip hop. So far, I do a lot of private functions and lounge type playouts, just like this one. So those persons are very receptive. I play at Jangas a lot. Shout out Jangas.
How do you read your crowd, though?
Yeah, good question. You literally look at people's body language. You do have some persons that might throw you off, and you know their face look long for whatever reason, but that doesn't always determine that they're not having a good time or not. So if you see one man or one woman tap a finger, you know you might be doing something right, right? So it is kind of hard to tell at times, but just constantly observe.
You wear several hats, but where do you see yourself 5 years from now, career-wise?
Career-wise? Well, I see myself as a marketing director. Also, owning a couple bed and breakfasts where I can actually put my personal touch on it. And music-wise, I don't know. It's been carrying me, and I've never had a plan for it, so it's hard to plan for it.
What's next for DJ Yolo?
When I'm getting married and I want some children.
DJ Yolo, ladies and gentlemen. Which one again? Which one is
This
it?
one.
This one, okay. DJ Yolo. Guess what? It's food time, but right after this break. What a hole on the belly.
Ray and Never, feel we culture. Yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Rare rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor rare rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya. Jamaica the culture.
Ray and Nephew overproof, and we just a do it for we culture.
Drink responsibly.
For more than 40 years, Jolly's Seafood Restaurant has been a staple in Portmore. In our Panda Fire segment, we find out what keeps the customers coming back. Listen up.
Panda Fire is brought to you by Housekeeper Aluminum Foil. Keep it fresh, secure, and store your food with Housekeeper Foil and Cling Wrap. Affordable and strong. Lanher Service Disinfectant Spray and Lanher Oven Grill and Stovetop Cleaner.
Jolly's has been here for 40 years. What keeps your customers coming back?
Alright, so for me, I think it's just the quality food, and our recipe is a recipe that has been done by my grandma, which is the original founder, that's Miss Jolly, and it's the same recipe we use up to the day to prepare our meals. So I think that is what keeps it going. Our fish, our steam bammies, all of that.
How was the name Jolly's coined? Where did it come from?
Okay, so how the Jollies came about, what they told me that back in the days, she had a spot in Kencut where on a Friday she would have the roast fish and the like seafood. But you know, people that come around there and have a jolly time, you know, old people saying back then the old words would be like jolly. So we said we're gonna check Jolly, because we have a jolly time, and she just run with it and said Jollies.
How has the Jolly's brand evolved over the years?
Well, put it this way, I think there's room for more, but we're being strong. We face a whole heap of battles. We went through recession, we went through Ivan, we went through COVID, all of that, and we're still here. And I mean, as we grow, you know, the generation itself will change, so the modern vibe will kick in, and we try to get a new taste and just continue legacy.
Along the journey, you guys have also expanded, opening another location right in Kingston on West Kings House Road. Talk to me about that location.
Okay, so that location is Jolly's West. It's on 9 West Kings House Road. So it's a more younger crowd. I mean, the older person support it, but it's a more younger vibe. And what that brings is a wider menu, for example, because it's a corporate. I have a corporate company surrounded. So we do like lunch specials during the day up there. So you can't get lunch special here. It's just straight seafood or chicken. But for there, every day we have something special.
Walk us now through the menu options here at Jolly's Restaurant and Lounge in Portmore.
Okay, so in Portmore, for like kids is fried chicken and fries. But other than that, we have the steamed fish, we have the foil roast fish, we have the home style brown stew, different than the regular brown stew fish. We have zinc roast. I don't know if you know the zinc roast. I adapt a fish where we put it on a zinc, roast it, and then put it in a dip. We have lobster, fried lobster, curry lobster, butter garlic lobster, and we also have shrimp. We can do the shrimp same way, fried shrimp, curry shrimp, and butter garlic shrimp.
When and at what times are you open here in Portmore?
Okay, so for Portmore, our kitchen is open for 12 o'clock for lunch hours, and we go up until 2 o'clock. But if it's a slow night, you would find us close off like at 12 midnight.
Are there plans for further expansion or growth for the business?
For sure, at country, you know, more closer to the tourism sector, and we're going to try international, Miami, New York,
why we should support dine at Jolly's.
Seafood, steam fish, best. Nothing like that home style, that modern day cooking, not this nowadays cooking with the nowadays products, with the kind of artificial products. That genuine bring, and if you know, Jolly's is everything is done to order. You can't come here and we have steam fish put on ready for you. So you know, people might complain about our wait time. So if you want fast food, you're not going to tell it to come here, you know. But from you decide that here you're going to sit down and have a nice fish. You choose your fish and we look about it same time.
It's all about Doggy Fitness in this week's True Tip, and Dr. Patrick Craig is here to tell us more. But hold on, don't forget to grab your active dog food from True. It's now time for your True Tip of the Week, brought to you by True Pet Food.
Now, for a dog, exercise is very, very important, and for many reasons. One, it keeps them occupied. Two, when dogs exercise, they're healthier. It keeps them healthier. You don't want your dog to just sit at home and eat and just put on weight and get fat. It's added problems. The same thing that happens to human beings when we don't exercise and we just eat and we put on more weight. We have non-communicable diseases. We have the heart problems, hypertensive problems, diabetes problems. Guess what? Our dogs have these very same problems. Same diseases, same problems, same treatment. They come to the clinics, the hospitals, and they have the very same problems. Obesity is a problem, so we want to ensure that our dogs are happy. We want to make sure that they're not bored, so we have to take them out for a run sometimes. If we just leave them in the house, they have to relieve themselves. Dogs are trained not to relieve themselves in the house. They might keep the feces in, they might keep the urine in, and guess what? They get the same bladder infections. All the problems that we have as human beings, your dogs are going to have the same problems too. So you want to make sure that they have regular exercises. No, you just don't want to take up your dog and run out there and do exercises. You want to make sure that, and what we always recommend to our clients is, especially when you have those big dogs, you want to take them in, at least when they get to a few months, just to check where their growth plate is. The growth plate is that point in the joint where, the long bones are growing longer. If before you have that closure of the growth plate, if you're going to have them out there running up and down, you could get cracks and damages, and then you have problems in the joints, and for the rest of the life of the dog, you are going to have problems. So usually we have those animals coming in, we do a little gentle x-ray, we look at the growth plate. If it's closed, then you can give the go-ahead for those dogs to do strenuous exercises. Puppies, they're full of energy. You want to give them that fast burst of exercise where they can let out that, but you don't want to have a very long period because it's not really good for them. They get tired very quickly. A tired dog is a happy dog. Medium breeds, they can have a more extended period of exercise. They want to do the fetch, running, swimming, running around the park. They want to do it a few times a day. That's good. If you have the big breed dogs, giant breed dogs like your those very big ones. You really want to have very shorter periods. Those dogs are very heavy, it's very difficult on their joints. You really don't want to have a very long extended period. And the same for older dogs. You really don't want to have a dog, for example, with a heartworm condition and then taking them out to have exercises, because the dog could just suffer a heart attack and die right there, during the exercise. So you want to make sure that the dog is healthy.
How often should the dog be on an exercise regimen?
Well, for example, if you have a small dog, they want to do it very often. They want to do it, a few times a day. A medium-sized dog, you may want to take the dog out maybe a once or a twice a day. If you have big dogs, older dogs, a once-a-day regime. Maybe a walk around the park, maybe taking the dog out in the evening, walk down the road and back. That might be all that they need. But too much is not a good idea, and too little is also not a good idea. You want to make sure that you exercise the dog either before eating or maybe a few hours after, because you have those breeds, for example, when they eat a meal right now and then you take them out to do strenuous exercises, you have all sorts of medical conditions like those deep-chested dogs can have. There's a condition that we call gastric dilation and volvulus that can happen, which can be life-threatening to the dog. So you really don't want to do it right after they eat. So it's preferable if you do it before they have a meal or a few hours after. And you also want to do it in the morning when the sun is not up, because dogs are very susceptible to heat stroke and heat stress. And so you want to do it when the time is cool, and that would be either early morning or in the late afternoon.
The True Tip of the Week was brought to you by True Pet Food. Alright, it's now break time again, but don't worry on yourself. Fill Culture, Magnum Top 10, and YPree coming right up. Sue forward.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
Make cleaning easier for you with Lanher.
In 1997, producer Jeremy Harding hit it big with the Playground rhythm, featuring Beenie Man's smashing hit, Who Am I? Another standout track was Nike Ear by Mr. Vegas, which was his breakthrough hit. Mr. Vegas is here to give us the backstory behind that song in our Fill Culture segment. Listen up.
Fill Culture is powered by Ray White Overproof Rum. Fill Culture.
Well, no one to see you one in the air. You never get a yet beyond I care.
The inspiration behind that is I heard a story about a girl from from Kingston that a guy tricked into letting her believe that he was gonna give her a Nike Air for some favors. So when she didn't get the Nike Air, people started talking about it. The guy actually gave her one foot of the shoes and said he was gonna go for the other foot, and according to the story. And because everybody was talking about it, it was like a hot topic. When I was chilling at home after my broken jawbone, and I had the Playground rhythm, I just started humming melodies, and the melodies I was like, and then I started putting lyrics together. So the lyrics actually came about from that story, where I was like, let me see your hand in the ear if you never get a Nike Air, if you never get a bus fare.
Pressure them, yeah, me there in the latest aware. Them can't smear your career.
The song was recorded by Jeremy Harding, produced and recorded by Jeremy Harding. Yeah. He had the beat. I waited for me to get on the beat because Beenie Man was on the beat, and Beenie Man wanted this song out, and Zim Zim on the same beat. When I reached out to Jeremy Harding, he was like, Beenie Man is on the beat and he wants his song to go out, so I can only hold it for one more week. So I went to the doctor and I got the wires taken out before time just to sing Nike Air. The vibe in the studio while I was doing Nike Air was, it's just me and Jeremy did it in the studio. Me and Jeremy alone was in the studio, but the vibe for me was like, a real touching experience because I'm the last one to record on this beat. I actually just came from the doctor, and to get the opportunity to go on the beat, when I heard the Beenie Man and the Sean Paul and the Cabra on the beat and the Spragga Benz, so it was kind of a touching experience, meaning that I was just so humbled and thrilled to know that I'm gonna get on this beat with all of these major artists. I was actually singing through my teeth, like when my wife see on in the air, you never get a made for your Nike Air, and it worked.
Oh, you know borrow where, you know chase man like truck here. You don't get no careless lamb, no confront no man.
When I heard the song on the radio for the first time, trust me, jubilation. Yes, When I heard the song the first time, I think it was Youth Man Try from Irie FM, that selector used to play a lot of young artists. And I heard the song, I was like, yo, my boss. Yes, I was like, yo. I was wheeling top a whole heap of time, and I was like, yo, Star, come to my boss, Knowing that it would be such a big record, no, I never know that. I never really, believe it was gonna be such a big record. I knew that I had to, get a big tune.
Do you get a new home, brand new cellular phone? All them a get a beer stone.
With the success of Nike, it opened a lot of doors because, when Nike started playing other producers, started recording me. I think Danny Brownie recorded me because I had Nike here playing. But it wasn't like playing everywhere like a big household record. But of course, you have a song on it, a buzz, and then, you know, Squeeze the dub plate for the Reggae Boys. So I was like, well, I want to see you one in the air. You know, we have to reach the World Cup next year. And the whole stadium go crazy. Yeah, this was 98, I think. You know, I was in the Starlight segment, in that Sting. I was in the Starlight segment. And from there, so, you know, Nike here just bust the place, and the rest is history.
All right. So if you win the lotto a morning, what would you do with your newfound wealth? Well, members of the public told us in our YPree Vox Pop segment. Listen up.
YPree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
I'm more of that long-term investor, I guess. So if right now, I guess me just have 1 and 2 loan, me just clear. So after that, what's up? Or side would have just be savings. The joke, me I drop down a big beast, bro. A skate, no free. I buy a new Vix, definitely. And then mom's I forget the funds, make sure she nice. And then anything left over, I save it. I don't know, mommy I forget some of the food, of course.
Invest it in a business, and so
I would invest it in some business and like help sick people, children we need, school things. That's what I would do.
Then turn it over, bro. Turn it over. Do some investments. Do some donations here and there. Yeah, man. But me I go make sure I'm not broke again and my family alright.
Well, me that invest my money in some like apartment. Me that help the homeless. Me that help like the people that live like home, the kids them. Yeah, I help my family and my friends also.
If me try my best as invest as evil, matter of fact, evil, I buy a beast here, man. And get a beast out of the way. I like bracket. I get a beast out of the way and then go somewhere and see what can save out of it. And now I'm all free, isn't it?
It's a lot of money, Dad. I have a lot of things to do. First thing, my mother, alright, some money for worry about my mother. But I try to say I can get some things for me, but G them, my youth them, cause my youth are come right now. But I try to put some things in play differently from that. But I put some money towards churches and help some people on the roadside. Other than that, I get myself a beast, you know.
It's not like winning the lotto that make you a rich person, but you don't know charity. You have to give back to charity. You know what I mean? Because you have to extend the blessing, because some blessing that are come your way, see?
Well, you see, me personally, I go take a vacation. Probably about 2 months and hopping from country to country. But let us know what you would do with your winnings on all our social media platforms at Pree Dis Show on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and of course the comments section on YouTube. And tune in next week for more YPree.
YPree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
There are several contenders, but there can only be one number one. Who is that? Let's find out on our Magnum Top 10 chart. Magnum, take charge.
Piece of the cake and the crumbs. If you try it up your food, something beat like. Yeah, yeah, than a kite. Don't a bang a soul, let me day a shopping all this time. Yo, tutti tilla. Pull up a 20 matic as far. Wednesday, empty barrel attack. So me play very hard, fiesta, fun. Sweet 620, me buy a girl champagne and a speech. She nice. That is bad, big breeze, man in a them town, yeah the 6. I love again, 0 the game and start off again.
Them here 6 till 12, big breeze hot like summer. And me sell a coffee light with a bunks night dark, shotty rum rap.
And that's how we close the curtains on this week's episode of Pree Dis Show. I am your host Naldo Addi, and I'll see you guys next week. Come on, girl, come. Woo.
Pree Dis was brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo Sauce, the everything sauce, Swiss Barbecue Jerk Sauce, and the true pet food, Simply Better Pet Food.